Hello everybody and welcome back to Ethiopia, where Pratiharis decided to attack us on the, in the last episode. We've moved a few troops over here. They did grab a little bit of territory, catching us a little off guard, but it looks like we're now winning all of these battles. So that's pretty ideal. We do need to get additional troops moved over there, but we do have this resistance issue, and I would actually like to have these 5 units be moved into a new army that is placed in the European defense. And I actually want to have them be set up to suppress troops. And I actually don't know how to do this. I know there's a way to suppress resistance, is what we want. We're going to have them come on over here. And let's see here. Area defense is not what we're actually looking for, apparently. I don't think so. Let's see, it says, we'll spread out over the assigned area to guard important cities, ports, or other objects, as well as handle minor enemy presence. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't say that. Is there an automated way to have it just suppress rebels, though? Like in other Paradox games? There doesn't appear to be. I don't know how words work. Apparently. Okay, this is exciting stuff. I've not played with the I've not played with the Resistance DLC yet, so that is definitely intriguing. I know that there's a way to do it. Let me check here. Ah, okay. Apparently it's a drop-down in the defense. Guard forts. Guard victory points. Nope, that is not the case. But they did say that it was something you can give to a general. So maybe we need a general in there? No, that does not appear to be the case. Okay, well, I don't know how to do that then. So we have resistance to occupation going on over here. This is our land fort. Okay. So our resistance growth is coming up. And they can sabotage various factories, infrastructure, airbase, fuel silos. Do we actually care? I guess it depends on how frequently they do it and how quickly we're able to repair it, right? So there's that. Interesting. But maybe it works like Europa, where you just place the unit there and it makes it less likely to happen? And not like the suppression in Victoria? I don't know. We'll have to play that one by ear. I did also want to expand our recruit and deploys. I wanted to start recruiting 8 divisions of armor at a time, and I want to recruit 16 divisions of infantry at a time. Excellent. That gives us 1 full 24 strength army per recruitment cycle, in theory. Not necessarily in reality, but I did want to check in on our construction. Okay, we have quite a lot of military factories going to be coming in. Let's take a look at our goods. We're doing very well on infantry equipment. I'm very happy to see that. A little less well on light tanks. Noted. Okay. Well, let's proceed and see how these battles end up going, especially as the reinforcements continue coming in. I do want to actually take a look at this and see what their losses are like. This is a Brazilian-Ethiopian war. This is on our side over here and their side. So they have lost far more troops than we have. Now, we should keep in mind that we could get invaded from Brazil or from Japan via the sea. If so, that's going to be interesting as well. But for now, I would absolutely love to push Pratiharis over to this river. So let's go ahead and select the Asian theater over here. And let's see, the enemy is still considered stronger there, but we are stronger here. Now that is, I believe, this force, is it not? This is Army 8? This is Army 20. Okay, is that this force? Yes, that is this force here. we could start pushing in over here and see what they do. Now, it's still considered to be to our disadvantage because the division is still preparing and some divisions are not in position. So we're going to hold off on that for now and just let them continue to throw their lives away, I think, here. Because they are definitely having a very hard time holding us off, and that is without a lot of our divisions here. Now, we are ready to attack Poland. If we do this, Poland will immediately join in Pratiharis' faction. Now, if we look at the factional map mode here, we can see the Ming Empire actually made their own alliance, and that's super convenient for us. Japan being in the alliance of Pratiharis makes this interesting. Brazil, that's going to be interesting as well. We'll have to keep an eye out for Brazil potentially attacking Africa, which is currently very lightly manned. Very, very lightly manned. I was hoping that that would close that tab, but it did not. Okay. Sounds good. So, I do want to attack Poland, but when we attack Poland, we're going to have to hop into the Polish theater here, and I would like to select this unit. We're going to need to set up our offensive lines here. So, this is simply going to be go take Leningrad. There you go. And then this one over here is going to be something like that for now. This one actually has 2 victory points. Take them both. This one only has the single victory point, so we can just push in something like that. Now this is the one I'm a little concerned about, but it kind of looks like they don't have troops here. So let's just for now do an offensive line like that, and that should get us all the victory points under our control. That should be capitulation basically immediately. So let's go ahead and declare war on them. We're going to do a conquer war goal. Poland is, of course, going to immediately join the alliance of Pratihara. There we go. Now, in theory, we should be able to just knock them out of the war and free up all of these troops. That's the idea here. So we're taking a few hits over here. That's fine. We still have many, many troops on the way over. I do want to check in over here. These guys are still on the way. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, we're still moving around over here. How are we doing on Poland? Looks like we are making good, solid progress on Poland. That's fantastic. I really do need to figure out how to do this resistance to occupation. That is something that definitely needs to happen. 100%. The leader details are in here. Yeah, that's all fine. Fine and dandy. Maybe it's just part of area defense? I suppose that's possible. Like, we can just give him some area defense in France. Kind of like this. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have enough troops to cover this. I'm aware of that. But if we just give him some area defense there, we'll see if he ends up doing any rebel suppression. Maybe. And we'll toss him more troops later on. We're currently losing some of these battles. Oh, hello. These guys should probably just push in and take all of this. Like, for real. Just get in there, guys. That's a terrible front line, but just take it. Okay. I do want to adjust this attack here. Well, maybe not. We'll see what happens when their capital falls. Which will happen very shortly. These guys can be reassigned to the Asian theater. And yeah, that's all well and good. Let's go ahead and do that. I would love to have them selected while being in the Asian theater. But I guess we'll just need to move their army into the Asian theater. Like that. and then we'll assign them in, say, here. Okay. There we go. So they'll get shifted over. Excellent. We're seeing some resistance at a couple of these locations, but their capital is definitely under our control very shortly. As far as the Pratiharis line goes, it seems to be holding for now, and we have additional troops on the way. So that is great. I do want to check in to see... Is this, in fact, reducing resistance over here at all? I'm not sure. I don't want to be in airplane mode, thanks. So this is at 32% right now. Resistance growth is exactly the same. Okay. Low stability is a big part of it. Gotcha. We should work on boosting our stability then once we're done here. What do we have that we could put into stability? There's political effort. Just simply strengthen the government? No, that's a Comintern. What am I talking about? Do we have any stability in here? I'm not sure we do. Yeah, our stability is definitely a big part of it. Free dockyards. I don't care. Why would I care about dockyards? Okay. The Pratihara defense seems to be going reasonably well. The Polish capital has moved to be here. We are currently working on taking that. That's great. These guys, I don't believe their plan is executing it. Is it? This is Army 14. Now they're supposed to be executing their plan. Now they're executing their plan. Okay. Sounds good. That battle will last another 5 days. Fine. Now, there's no more victory points up over there. I think all we need to do is take this final victory point. Less than a day. And Poland should capitulate here, right? They didn't. Oh, there's a new victory point up here now. Okay, that's fine. We will go ahead and just put in an offensive line, and we will put it in basically right there. Excellent. Do it. They appear to be doing a whole lot of nothing. Come on, guys, just execute this plan. I think it might have had something to do with the fact that it was red. Maybe. Yeah, we'll just do that. Execute that plan. Get in there, guys. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Excellent. Okay, so Poland will be crushed soon. In terms of the Asian theater, let's take a quick look at what's going on over here. We're still stronger with Army 20. This is, however, still considered to be to our disadvantage because the division is still preparing and some divisions are still not in position. Okay. We do have a research slot available. We should definitely be working on that. Let's get... I think we'll grab improved infantry equipment. That'll be fine. And then I would love to grab something along the lines of basic fire control system would not be that useful, but excavation 2 absolutely would be. Excellent. We're currently losing some battles over here, which is awkward, or a single battle specifically. But once we get additional troops over to this line, it shouldn't be too bad. Excellent. Poland has capitulated. That's perfect. I can't help but notice Poland still exists over... Actually, this is Bryansk. Oh, this is... Yeah, Poland still exists. Maybe we just need to tick it a little bit? I don't know. This army, let's just go ahead and give it a front line over... Or no, not a front line. An offensive line like that. And tell it to execute that. Okay. These guys. Let's get an offensive line This is Army 14 for both of these. Let's get an offensive line going over here, as well as, well, eventually one over here. But we'll just assign them to that and tell them to execute it, which it appears they already are. These guys can definitely be shifted over to the Asian theater right now. So that's perfect. And then this is 13. Let's just go ahead and shuffle them into, say, this army here. And then they'll get their orders there. Wonderful. So they should be going off now. And indeed they are. Excellent. All of these troops are also ready to be moved into the Asian theater. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll move this all the way over to here for now. Let's go ahead and split this. And that's 33. Let's split it again. So 17. We'll put these 17 in with, let's see, that would be 27. So the maximum size, yeah, that's fine. We'll just put them in over here for now. Excellent. And then we'll select half of this, and this makes 2 full-strength armies. Now, they're not necessarily our best troop layout, but that's, I think, okay for now. And we'll have these guys. I think they're going to come up here and man this border over here. So they'll just come up here and man that border. Excellent. Then these guys will come over and man that border. There. Okay. So now there's still a little bit of Poland to clean up, which we'll do. This will be handled momentarily. But all of those troops will be shifted over. There's our armament effort. I would love to get some more stability, but I don't see any in this tree. Oh, actually, there's a search field. There's no stability in this tree. Okay, that is excellent. In that case, we are going to probably just grab infrastructure effort. Okay. Yeah, our stability will need to come up. We probably have some political power that we could spend on that. Like, if we were to put in our laws, a political advisor here. Democratic reformer, status quo would be unaligned, fascism support. Okay. Could put in a tank designer or a chief of army. Division attack, division defense. Those would be nice, to be sure. None of this is stability, though, so there is that. Okay. Well, for now, we'll just put in division attack. I prefer to be on the offense when at all possible. Excellent. This army can now be shifted over to the Asian theater. And that is an army of 6. So we can put that in, actually, straight into this army and have that be full-sized. Excellent. Now we're going to continue to have resistance to occupation. There's no doubt about that. The Polish theater is almost done. This is a mess of orders over here. We're just going to get rid of those. And these guys will go ahead and execute this. There we go. We have some unassigned divisions over here, specifically one unassigned division. Let's go to the Asian theater and assign this in, say, there for now. Okay. Let's check in on the status of this war. We are definitely working a lot better on the fielded manpower here, or rather on the losses. So that's great. The war is at 0%. Let's check in to see if we're getting invaded anywhere else. We do not appear to be. Unless they invaded, like, Galapagos, but no, they didn't. Okay. Sounds good. We may wish to begin our push to the river at some point soon. The question is, when do we want to do that? We're doing okay on infantry equipment for now. We have additional troops filtering over there. So that's all well and good. We do have army experience building up. We are definitely winning these defensive engagements. Almost exclusively winning, in fact. some divisions still not in position. Like you, it's your fault. I don't know why it's taking so long to get this single division over, but okay. That's fine. We did do a lot of shuffling. But hey, Poland is now dead. We're going to have some resistance from them, I'm sure, but let's go ahead and assign these. Actually, there's only the one unassigned division here. Let's assign this over to the European defense. Let's give that to this guy in hopes that we can help with this slight resistance issue. We're probably going to have some Polish resistance as well. So in the Polish theater here, we need to finish up this. There we go. In we go. Excellent. And then once they're done with that, then we'll have them just come over here. Excellent. So they can front line over here, and then offensive line would be... Oh, that's not exactly ideal on the arrow angle, but okay. Yeah, just go do that, guys. You got it. We'll just finish off the last of Poland, since apparently their capitulation was less capitulating than expected. But we are doing quite well in holding these guys off. Our tech is slowly improving, but I have to assume our manufacturing base is just so much better than Pratiharis's. Things are looking a little less rosy down here for right now. That said, once we begin our actual push there, Army 8 is having issues. Yeah, I'm aware of that. It has reinforcements on the way. Yeah, roughly equal right now. Well, that's okay. We'll hold this line. Okay, there's our improved machine tools. That's going to also be very, very good for us. Let's, I think, grab support weapons too. That'll be a little ways out, but I'm okay with it. So the Polish theater is now ready to be reassigned over to the Asian. Or to European defense, if we want to garrison this area. I still don't know that that actually works for suppressing the resistance, so maybe. I think for now, we'll just assign these guys to, say, this force. And we will delete this order and have them assigned to this front line and this front line. And then we'll send half of the divisions over here. That should be fine. Excellent. So with those Polish troops freed up, I'm feeling quite a lot better about this. Now, I do want to think about when we want to begin this attack. I feel like now is not the right time. Like, we can attrition these guys to no end, because we have an extreme amount of manpower, and we have a much better economy than they do. Now, we may want to switch over to an early mobilization at some point soon. That costs 150 political power. But that is, I think, okay. Ah, we can do this now. It's currently considered to be risky. They've taken 10 times as many losses in this as we have. Honestly, I'm kind of content with just letting this be for the moment. We have Europe solidly under our control now, so I'm quite pleased with that. And maybe we coincide that with improved infantry equipment 1, or perhaps even a little further. Maybe. There's a dangerous naval invasion in Iran? Hang on a moment. What's going on here? Oh, they're attacking into here. I see. Trying to get a flank off. If they're doing that, we may wish to start pushing in over here. Maybe. How are we doing on our trainings? Our trainings are going quite well, actually. Now, I do want to edit this assault division, and if we can, potentially add in a support artillery or a field hospital. I think a support artillery. And then we will potentially even enlarge these divisions. Like, put in an extra unit of infantry in each of these. And then some artillery over here. And maybe even attach an additional light tank. We'll save that. And then we'll take a look at our armored division. We've already got support artillery here. I wouldn't mind a motorized recon company. And then we have motorized infantry there available right now. We could put additional light tanks in over here. Kind of like this. And then a few additional motorized infantry. Oh, that would have to be more light tanks? Yeah, I kind of don't like that. Let's do this instead. Some light tanks, and then we can maybe attach some heavy tanks later on. Okay. Excellent. As we start to reinforce in those battalion types, we should start to see a pretty dramatic change. Yeah, this naval invasion is looking okay-ish. Emphasis on the ish. Let's go. We're going to start working on attacking them. Bring the fight to these guys. Now, we're currently only attacking with a relatively small force over here. We're going to stop attacking if we can, actually. Because this suddenly went pretty far out of our advantage. Noted. Stop. Cease that attack. Thank you. We're still killing 10 times more than they're killing of us, though. So I'm pretty content with this, all things considered. For now, though, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to reinforce this region and potentially look at taking out Pratiharis after allowing them to bleed themselves on us for a while. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.